Okay, so here we have our NestJS project created from our previous video. So you can open it however you want. I personally use VS Code. So this is how the project has been opened. So there are like multiple files here that I don't think you would be worrying about much. For example, these files are for TypeScript. These are like configuration files. This is for prettier and stuff. So you, if you are obviously from Node.js and Express.js background, you would know that we always have a package.json file. So as you can see, for the dependencies, we have NestJS common core. These are NestJS specific things. So what you need to worry about, like understand a bit, is that we would be mostly using this for our development purpose. So it starts the NestJS application in watch mode. So whenever you make changes in it, it restarts your app. And if you start with this, then your changes would not be reflected. You would have to restart your application. And these are for test cases if you are aware of jest. So it uses jest inherently. So let's start by starting our application here. So what you have to do is you have to run npm run and start colon dev this particular command. So it will go on and start your application. As you can see, it ran this particular command which we have here, nest start dash dash watch. So after your application is started, you would see some logs like this. So we need to figure out where our application is running. So in order to do that, what you would be doing is you would go to src source and main file, right? Here you would see some default code, and you could see that your application is running on port number 3000. So let's open up our browser and go to port number 3000. Look, you have to write down localhost colon 3000, and you would see that hello world appears. So that is just how you would start your application. So now let's figure it out. What these files mean. So these are for your testing purposes file. You could write your test in spec file, but let's begin from our very first file, which is module. So NestJS has an inherent concept of modules where you would be like packaging everything into your own module. It also has controllers and providers which we would be studying in great detail. For now, you would see that in your module, you are importing module from this package NestJS slash common, and then you have app controller and app service which are coming from these two particular files, right? So if you go to controller, you would see some code like this, right? With this decorator controller, and then you are exporting your own class, and then this get decorator and this particular method, right? So as you can see from your controller, we would this is particularly a concept of dependency injection which would be covering next. But for now, let's just review it as a whole, right? So in your controller, you have a particular get method here, right? Which is get hello, which returns a string, and it is returning this particular method from app service, right? So you go to get hello, right? Then what I did is from I press control, and you can see whenever I press control, the mouse cursor changes its shape, right? And when you click on it, you are directly moved to this file, right? Here you can see that it is importing something injectable, which is has something to do with dependency injection. As I said, we would be covering it next, right? So this particular method is simply returning hello world, right? So what I would do is I would do hello Shamil, and then control S, right? As soon as I did control saved, it said that it file changes detected starting incremental compilation. This is all because we have started our project on watch mode, like on development mode. So I think the project has been restarted. So if I refresh it now, I can see hello Shamil, the changes that we have made. So this is the NestJS application from scratch, from its entirety. We would be understanding each and everything in future, like what controller is, what service is, how would we make changes into our modules, how would we create another module, imports, exports, and stuff like that, right? So that is what we would be covering next, and especially about dependency injection as well. All right, so stay tuned. Thank you. Goodbye.